I welcome back to Football Opinions. Yeah, Arsenal have lost again. Yeah, it's only the first time we've lost this season, but I feel like it's been coming because there's games where we've not played well, but we've ended up with the result. For example, the Manchester United game could have very easily lost that game. It was a game of very tight margins where, yeah, Manchester United, as poor as they are, they could have beaten us at the Emirates. So I don't think Arsenal have been at their best. But it's a really contrasting performance when you compare how we played at Bournemouth. Yes, these are two completely different teams. Arsenal's finished as runners-up in the Liga, behind 1 point actually behind Paris Saint-Germain, and so it was never going to be an easy game. It should be on paper because the quality we have versus the quality they have should be almost like a foregone conclusion that Arsenal should be winning that game. In easier terms, it should be a must win, but we did not win. But we have, I think, in this group that we were given, it's a very favorable group, so we have margin for error where we can lose, but we need to get our act together prompto, because as much as it's an easy group by the standards of the European clubs and other groups that we've seen, it could very easily go sideways if we do not take this seriously or if we let it. And so let me start with the first big talking point. Bukayo Saka's injury came off, I think, after they equalized, which is a big blow for Arsenal considering we have Manchester City on the weekend. Yeah, and if Saka is injured for that one, having Saka and Martinelli out for such an important game makes me less confident than what I was. I'm not gonna lie to you, seeing Man City lose, seeing Rodri not being able to play in that game, being suspended, I thought that we had a very good chance considering that Thomas Partey has returned from injury, but having our two starting wingers injured and what I saw with Saka, with Trossard and Vieira, I mean it's like two completely different players, and I think that's where Arteta has failed, in that he's brought in reinforcements, yes, in many positions, but neglected the Saka position. Yes, Jesus can play there, yes, Vieira can play there, but they don't quite offer you what Saka does. I think the best thing to do would have been to go and get maybe a like-for-like player where you can even rest Saka. Saka has not been rested. I mean, this guy is playing each and every game, and at 22 years of age, I think he can only take so much, and the pressure has told. And if indeed Saka is injured, I will not be surprised if he was to be playing on Sunday. But if he is injured, then Arteta has to take the blame for this one, and the medical staff, the coachings, everyone involved has to take the blame, because we all saw it coming. You can't tell me they didn't. And as much as this game was important, we have enough quality to beat them. Saka was not the reason we could not beat them today. We did not look like we had any idea of how to attack them. But as much as we were poor, credit to Arsenal's, because I thought they came in with a game plan and executed it perfectly. I mean, they were happy to allow us to have the ball just on the edge or in their half, but they I don't know if it was a mid or a low. Sometimes it was a mid block, and sometimes it was but the majority of the game it was a low block, and when they did get those turnovers, they countered very well. I thought that even when they were under pressure, I tend to think that Arsenal's press is quite good actually, but the way they played around us, popping the ball 1 touch, 2 touch, I think I did not expect them to be so good. Maybe it's the occasion, maybe they played the occasion and we played the occasion as well, but they came up on top, being that they were at home. It was a cracking atmosphere. I could see it through the television. I mean, they've not been in the Champions League for over 2 decades, so it's a big event for them. We've not been in the Champions League for nearly a decade, so it should also be a big one for us. But on the day, they were better and they deserved the win. Now, going into Manchester City, am I confident? As of now, no. because they always seem to beat us. I don't know how, but Pep always has Arteta's number. I mean, since Arteta took over, he's beaten him every time, not even a draw. I mean, home and away, we are spanked. It's horrible. Our record against Man City is horrible. But at some point, it has to change. I was hoping that this weekend was going to be the one, but I'm not confident, because before we play Manchester City, we always seem to have a bit of a starter. Last season at the Emirates, we lost to Everton and drew to Brentford, albeit controversially. And then going to play Man City, we are not as confident. Going into the Etihad game, we've drawn 3 games on the bounce. And now losing to Arsenal, it just feels kind of repetitive. It's feeling like history is repeating itself. I hope not. I really hope not. Would love a win against Manchester City, but yeah, some things are out of our control as fans. All we can do is watch and have an opinion, which really, I would say it doesn't matter, but yeah, in reality it doesn't. But as fans, we just support the team and enjoy what we see, hoping that the team is going to be successful. But every cloud, I guess, has a silver lining. Manchester United lost to Galatasaray at home. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that, because it's one of the games where they have to win, especially after losing to Bayern Munich. And Galatasaray have put themselves in a really good position to progress in that group. Yeah, but I don't really care about them. My team is Arsenal. As much as this I try to be neutral, but yeah, you can only be neutral to a certain extent. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.